She thought her best years were behind her, until she listened one night. The sound was almost nothing, a whisper softer than breath, yet it carried something ancient, a rhythm that touched the deepest parts of her face, her heart, her hidden confidence. They said it was just a frequency, a vibration born from old wisdom, but those who truly listened called it the awakening tone. No one could explain why their skin began to feel tighter, why their hearts felt lighter, why they woke up smiling for no reason. Even the mirror seemed kinder. Some called it coincidence, others called it a miracle. But those who felt it knew something in the night was reprogramming them from the inside. There are moments in life when the body remembers what the mind forgot. The softness that was lost, the glow that once lived effortlessly beneath the surface, the quiet certainty that beauty is not something you chase, it's something you allow. And so, as the darkness deepens and the world slows to silence, the frequency begins its invisible work. It moves through the air like a secret touch, not seen but felt. It hums between the cells of your skin, reminding them of youth, reminding them of their perfect design. You were never meant to age with fear. You were meant to evolve with grace. And tonight, the forgotten truth returns. What if beauty was never something to fight for? What if the real secret was surrender? The sound drifts deeper, and your body begins to respond. The muscles in your forehead loosen, the corners of your eyes soften, the jaw releases its years of tension. You don't have to try. The more you relax, the more you glow. The skin listens. Yes, it listens. It hears your thoughts, your emotions, your memories. Every worry you've carried has left its trace upon it. Every unspoken word, every self-criticism, every silent comparison. But tonight none of that matters anymore, because this frequency, this sacred vibration, is washing away what time could never truly touch, your essence. Beneath the fatigue, beneath the lines, beneath the stories you've told yourself, lives a timeless self, radiant, strong, unbreakable. She's been waiting patiently, and now she stirs. Imagine your face like a garden after rain. Each drop of sound becomes light, nourishing what was dormant. The skin awakens, the blood moves gently, the tiny cells dance again. This is not fantasy. This is remembrance. Women of the old world used sound before sleep, humming to their reflection, singing softly to their skin, knowing that the vibration of voice held more power than any potion. Egyptian queens whispered prayers of youth over their temples. Japanese women bathed their faces in night silence to let the moon's resonance rebuild their glow. African healers used low tones to awaken the muscles beneath the skin, firming them through frequency alone. Science may now give it names, but wisdom has always known. When the mind relaxes, the body restores. When the spirit believes, the skin follows. As you listen, you might feel a subtle pulse, the heartbeat of beauty returning to your face, a tingling around the temples, a warmth beneath your cheeks, a quiet movement like invisible hands lifting what once felt heavy. That's not imagination. That's energy, remembering where it belongs. The night becomes your ally, your mirror, your healer. With every breath, your skin tightens, not from tension, but from truth. The truth that beauty is resilience disguised as softness. The truth that every cell within you carries memory of perfection. You were formed with harmony. You were sculpted by light. Even the finest lines are only gentle rivers of wisdom, not flaws. Yet the frequency knows how to smooth them, not by erasing but by restoring balance. Feel how your breath deepens now. Each inhale draws in renewal. Each exhale releases the weight of the day. Your body begins to trust again, and in that trust, transformation begins. They say beauty fades, but only when belief fades first. You are not decaying, you are refining. You are not losing time, you are learning to use it. The sound between moments, that's where healing hides. Let it enter the quiet corners of your mind, where old fears once whispered that you were less than enough. Let it replace them with silence, not empty silence, living silence, the kind that hums with possibility. Somewhere deep inside, your nervous system listens too. It hears the gentle rhythm and slows. Your pulse evens. Your hormones shift. Your collagen responds like an ancient instrument being tuned. Your body has always known what to do, it simply needed the right song. And now you are hearing it, a frequency tuned to beauty, to youth, to the divine intelligence of your skin. As the night deepens, your thoughts drift toward calm. You may remember the times you doubted yourself, the moments when you looked into the mirror and saw only fatigue. But tonight, that reflection begins to change. The light that once hid returns behind your eyes. The expression softens, the edges blur, and suddenly you remember, this is what peace looks like on your face. Even experts couldn't explain why women who listened to this frequency woke up transformed. Some called it placebo, others energy alignment. But those who felt it didn't care what name it had. They cared that it worked, because it did something no cream ever could. It reached the part of beauty that lives beneath thought. You can almost hear your cells thanking you now, their hum matching the sound in your ears. They are remembering how to hold, how to lift, how to glow. Confidence stirs in your chest, not arrogance but quiet strength, the kind that comes from knowing you are timeless. You realize that the more you let go, the younger you feel. Resistance has always been the weight that aged you. Control has always been the stress that stiffened your skin. Tonight you surrender all of it. You melt into sound. The lines of your face begin to align with ease. Gravity no longer feels heavy. It feels like grounding. The frequency becomes an invisible sculptor, refining, renewing, reminding. You see, beauty isn't something you earn. It's the state of your body when it feels safe, and in this moment, you are completely safe. No one is judging. No one is comparing. There is only softness, breath, and the gentle hum of restoration. The past loses power. The future loses urgency. Only now remains. And now is where your glow lives. Every breath is a message to your skin. You are loved, you are cared for, you are whole. Imagine each cell smiling back saying thank you. Thank you for listening. Thank you for remembering. Thank you for trusting the night again. The rhythm continues, delicate yet determined, reshaping your energy from the inside out. It moves through your neck, relaxing tendons and fascia. It reaches your chest, releasing unspoken emotions. It travels to your scalp, stimulating the forgotten vitality of hair and skin. Everything is alive again. Everything is awake. You realize this is not just about tightening the face, it's about awakening the woman within it. The one who once believed she had to hide her age. The one who once thought beauty meant perfection. She now smiles, not because she became younger, but because she finally feels whole. There's a peace in acceptance that no youth could match. And yet paradoxically, when you accept yourself completely, youth returns naturally. That's the paradox of beauty. The less you chase it, the more it stays. The frequency deepens, the sound becomes silk. Your breathing syncs perfectly. Your entire being hums with harmony. You feel lifted, not just in your face, but in your spirit. You remember how it felt to love your reflection without needing it to prove anything. You remember that your smile is more powerful than gravity, that your calm is stronger than time, that your confidence is the true facelift no one can sell. The night is your witness, the moon is your companion, and this sound, this sacred vibration, is your bridge back to radiance. It's not magic, it's memory. Memory of how divine it feels to exist without resistance. Memory of how beautiful you are when you rest in your truth. As the last moments of awareness fade, your subconscious takes over, continuing the work. Even in dreams, the vibration continues, speaking to the deepest parts of you. It tells your skin to tighten with love, not fear. It tells your spirit to awaken with gratitude, not worry. You are becoming what you were always meant to be, confident, serene, and effortlessly luminous. Sleep deeply now, knowing the process has already begun. The sound will do what words cannot. The night will sculpt what mirrors cannot. And by morning you will see not only the change in your face, but the awakening in your heart. Every night is a new chance to return to yourself. Every frequency a reminder that you were never broken. You were only waiting to be heard. Let go, listen, and become. Because beauty was never lost. It was simply waiting for you to remember. They said that change takes time, but the night has its own rules. In the quiet hours when the world forgets you, the body remembers itself. The frequency continues, like a whisper of silk running through your skin, realigning the forgotten architecture of beauty that has always lived beneath the surface. You begin to understand that this isn't only about the face, it's about your energy, your presence, the quiet confidence that begins to awaken from the inside. You can feel it now, subtle but certain, as if your spirit is exhaling after years of holding its breath. The skin tightens, yes, but so does your awareness. The eyes begin to shine from a place beyond vanity. The sound seems to say, "You are safe now. You can open again." The muscles around your mouth, once shaped by restraint and hesitation, now soften into calm assurance. It is strange how beauty and emotion are connected, how a single sound can undo the years of inner resistance. The same way the earth softens after rain, your features begin to respond to gentleness. The tightness you feel is not stress, it is awakening. It's the body remembering strength in stillness. Even science, when honest enough, admits that frequency and form are lovers. Every cell in your body vibrates to a tone. Change the tone, and the form must follow. Ancient healers understood this long before laboratories existed. They didn't measure molecules, they listened. They placed their palms on the face, on the chest, and waited for the hum to return to harmony. You are doing that now, through sound alone. The air itself becomes a mirror, showing you what grace feels like. Somewhere between the inhale and the exhale, something unclenches inside you. Perhaps it's the worry that you'll never feel as radiant as before. Perhaps it's the quiet grief of watching time move faster than your reflection. But in this moment, that worry dissolves like salt in warm water. The frequency moves through you, whispering that nothing truly fades, only your attention does. And when attention returns, beauty returns. You are giving yourself back to yourself. Listen to how the rhythm steadies your heartbeat, how it connects the unseen layers between your emotions and your skin. The body is not a stranger, it's your oldest friend. It listens, even when you don't speak. When you think of yourself with love, it glows. When you think of yourself with fear, it contracts. And now, through this nightly ritual, you are retraining it to listen to kindness again. Each pulse of sound is a reminder that softness is not weakness, that calm is power, that beauty is not performance, it is peace. There is something sacred about women who rest in their own energy. You can feel that power rising slowly and surely. It doesn't announce itself, it hums quietly like the glow before dawn. Confidence begins to grow in the same soil where self-doubt once bloomed. You feel taller inside, lighter. Your breath moves with grace. The sound shifts, almost imperceptibly, as if it is adapting to you. It finds the frequencies of your unique form, your unique life. It knows where your tension hides, between your brows, along your jaw, behind your heart. It hums there until the walls begin to fall. Every muscle becomes a memory of ease. You may even sense warmth across your cheekbones, a lift in the skin near your temples. That's your body, remembering youth not as an age, but as a vibration. Age was never the enemy, stagnation was. And now everything inside you moves again. You think back to the faces of women who inspired you, not for their perfection, but for their presence. The ones who could enter a room and silence it without speaking, the ones whose eyes carried both wisdom and wonder. You now realize they all shared one secret: they were attuned. They carried a frequency of peace so clear that the world mirrored it back as beauty. You are tuning into that same energy tonight. The sound isn't doing something new. It's revealing what was hidden. The more you listen, the more you understand that confidence is a current, not a mask. It doesn't require approval. It doesn't seek validation. It flows from knowing you are whole even when no one is watching. That's the awakening happening beneath the surface now. Your body begins to respond like a tide meeting the moon, pulled upward, effortlessly lifted. The skin tightens slightly, the face feels structured again, but it's not forced. It's natural, like remembering posture after years of slouching. The frequency trains not just the skin but the spirit. Every sound carries an instruction written in ancient code. Rise, glow, believe. It moves through the spine, through the crown of your head, anchoring your presence between heaven and earth. You were never just flesh. You were vibration shaped into form. And tonight, the form begins to align again with its source. The night deepens. You are between worlds now, not fully awake, not fully asleep. This is where transformation happens. The subconscious listens like fertile soil waiting for seeds, and what you plant tonight will grow by morning. Each word, each sound, each breath becomes a seed of renewal. Confidence blossoms quietly. You start to feel less like someone trying to be beautiful, and more like someone remembering she already is. It's a subtle difference, but it changes everything. The frequency grows warmer, more melodic. You feel it caress your neck, your shoulders, even your thoughts. Every wave erases one more layer of tension. Every tone rewrites one old belief. You remember the times you tried to fix yourself, to prove your worth through effort, through perfection. You see now that none of it was needed. Beauty was never waiting to be achieved. It was waiting to be felt. The moment you stopped fighting time, time stopped fighting you. The moment you stopped fearing change, your body began to thrive again. That's what this sound does. It teaches surrender. True confidence doesn't come from control. It comes from connection, from feeling your own energy and trusting it enough to let it lead. That's the face of a woman who glows without explanation. That's the energy of someone who no longer needs to compete with her past self. She simply exists, and that existence is enough. You are becoming that woman now in real time, as the vibration moves through you. Every second of listening rewrites years of inner resistance. You are being rewritten, not by force but by frequency. Imagine the night as an ocean and you as a current within it. You don't need to swim, you only need to float. The water carries you toward restoration. Each sound is a wave lifting you closer to your natural harmony. There is a sensation of light around your face now, not visible, but deeply felt. The tissues beneath the skin begin to contract with vitality, as if the body is drawing energy from the air itself. This is your nervous system recalibrating. This is cellular memory awakening. Every system of your body is listening. The endocrine rhythm, the circulatory flow, the lymphatic dance, everything aligns toward rejuvenation. You are no longer separate pieces. You are one frequency of life in motion. The sound guides your thoughts into softness. It whispers that it's safe to release old versions of yourself. The ones who doubted, the ones who rushed, the ones who forgot how powerful quiet can be. You are not becoming someone new, you are shedding what was never you. With each breath, another layer of self-criticism dissolves. With each pulse of tone, another layer of grace unfolds. The face you wear tomorrow will not be new, it will be true. The difference between tightness and tone is trust. The difference between tension and transformation is surrender. And tonight, you are surrendering beautifully. The night holds you, the frequency moves through you, and time bows in reverence. Somewhere, the part of you that always knew smiles softly. She has waited for this. She is awake now, stretching her wings beneath your skin. She is the essence of timeless beauty, the spirit of quiet confidence. And as you drift deeper into the space between sound and silence, she becomes the rhythm of your breath. By morning, the difference will not only be seen but felt. The light in your eyes will be steadier, the lift in your features gentler, the calm in your heart unshakable. Because what changed tonight was not your skin. It was your signal. You are broadcasting beauty now. You are resonating with peace. The mirror will only confirm what your cells already know. Youth is alignment, not age. And every night you listen, you are tuning closer to the truth of who you are. Let that truth carry you into rest now. Let it hum through your dreams like a promise kept. Because every woman who has ever awakened to her radiance began here, in the stillness, in the sound, in the decision to believe again. Sleep, knowing the transformation is already happening. You are not chasing beauty anymore. You are becoming it. There is a moment, somewhere between deep sleep and awakening, when the world seems to pause. In that pause, something powerful happens. The body begins to rewrite its story. The frequency continues its invisible work, traveling through you like a river that never forgot its way home. Every pulse of sound carries memory, and tonight it is teaching your cells to remember balance, symmetry, and strength. You are not just resting, you are reorganizing light. They never told you that confidence has a vibration, that the way you feel about yourself sends a signal to every layer of your being. But now you can feel it. It begins in your chest, where warmth spreads with every breath, moving upward to your throat, your jaw, your temples. It is as though the very map of your face is being traced by something divine, realigning muscles and energy pathways that had fallen asleep. The skin tightens, not out of tension, but out of remembrance. This is what harmony feels like, the alignment of emotion, thought, and form. The ancient women of Egypt believed that sound before sleep could restore the structure of the soul. They sang to the stars not for entertainment, but for renewal. They understood that beauty was not skin deep, it was frequency deep. The Japanese geishas, known for their porcelain calm, practiced silent meditation before bed. They let their thoughts become music, so that their faces would rest in peace overnight. And deep in Africa, under wide moonlit skies, women would hum low tones that matched the rhythm of the earth itself, tightening not just the skin but the spirit. They called it the returning. Tonight you are part of that lineage, the quiet sisterhood of women who heal in stillness. The hum around you feels softer now, more personal. It's as if it knows your name. It knows the years you've carried in silence, the emotions stored beneath your smile, the hidden exhaustion that no one ever noticed. It knows, and it forgives. The sound doesn't ask you to be perfect. It simply invites you to rest in your own power again. Each tone peels away a layer of weariness. Each vibration rebuilds a bridge between you and your reflection. You can almost feel your face lifting in spirit. Not a pull, but a remembering. The kind of lift that comes when you finally exhale after years of pretending everything is fine. The kind of beauty that no product can replicate, because it's not created, it's revealed. Confidence is not born of control, it's born of coherence. And coherence is exactly what the night is giving you now. Your mind, heart, and body are beginning to speak the same language again. You realize that aging was never the enemy. Disconnection was. Every fear you had about losing your glow was simply a sign that your energy wanted to be heard again. Now, it's listening. Your skin begins to feel alive, not just tighter, but vibrant, nourished from the inside out. The blood flows differently now, as if warmed by purpose. The muscles under your cheeks respond like flowers turning to the sun. You don't have to think. You don't have to try. You only have to allow. And as you allow, the transformation deepens. You think about how long you've spent giving love outward, to family, to work, to everyone but yourself. You remember how easy it was to nurture others, and how difficult it became to nurture your own reflection. But tonight that imbalance begins to fade. The frequency is not only repairing your skin, it's restoring your relationship with yourself. It is saying, come home. Come home to softness. Come home to belief. Come home to the woman who existed before comparison, before insecurity, before time tried to convince you that beauty had an expiration date. She is still here. She never left. She only needed to be heard. The sound travels deeper now, beyond skin and muscle, into the emotional memory of your body. Every cell holds echoes of moments when you doubted yourself. Every wrinkle is a poem written by experience. And now, as the vibration moves through, it's as if those poems are being rewritten with gentleness. The stories remain, but the energy changes. The face becomes not younger, but freer. The tightness that once came from self-judgment transforms into tone born of peace. You are no longer fighting gravity, you are dancing with it. Because beauty, when aligned with confidence, doesn't resist the pull of life. It flows with it gracefully. The sound reminds you of this truth again and again. What tightens in fear hardens, but what tightens in faith strengthens. Your skin now holds faith. The jawline defines itself naturally. The eyes regain their spark, and even your breath feels younger. You can sense it, the glow returning not from product, but from peace. This is the forgotten wisdom of sound. You realize why so many ancient cultures prayed, chanted, and sang, not to seek power, but to stay in rhythm with the universe. Every tone is a form of prayer. Every vibration is a form of healing. You have become both the prayer and the answer. Confidence starts to bloom quietly, like dawn behind the eyelids. You remember the times you dimmed your light so others could shine. The times you avoided mirrors because you feared what you'd see. The times you thought confidence was arrogance, when, in truth, it was alignment. The sound corrects that misunderstanding. It whispers, you were never too much, you were never too late, you were simply waiting for your own permission to rise. And as you listen, that permission arrives. It fills the air around you, wraps itself around your face like warmth and whispers through your heartbeat. Rise now. You can feel it physically. Your chin lifting slightly, your shoulders relaxing backward, your entire presence expanding even in sleep. This is what renewal feels like from the inside, not rushed, not forced, simply unfolding. You feel lighter, as though your face and your heart have both let go of a heavy story. You are rewriting yourself without words. You are reawakening beauty as a state of being, not a goal. Even the night seems to notice. The air thickens with harmony. The sound you hear is not just external anymore, it's inside you. You are both the listener and the source. The energy that once came from outside now flows from within. The more you surrender, the stronger it becomes. The frequency has trained your cells and now they hum on their own. You are self-sustaining light. Tomorrow, others might notice something different about you, though they won't know why. They'll see calm in your face, clarity in your eyes, and strength in your presence. They'll call it beauty, but it will really be coherence, the reflection of someone who has stopped resisting herself. That's what this frequency does. It restores coherence, and coherence becomes radiance. You realize that the most magnetic women in history were not defined by symmetry or youth, but by vibration. Cleopatra, Nefertiti, Lao, Miriam, Ya Asantewa. They all radiated from belief, not biology. They didn't chase admiration. They drew it naturally because they were tuned to themselves. You feel that same alignment now. It feels ancient and familiar, like remembering a language you once spoke fluently. You begin to hum softly, not consciously but instinctively, matching the tone around you. The vibration multiplies, strengthening the field. Your face tingles with life. Your heart steadies. Your confidence expands until it feels like light spilling through the cracks of your skin. You realize something profound. The reason your beauty seemed to fade was never because time took it away. It was because stress silenced it. And tonight, that silence is being broken. You are becoming visible again, not just to others, but to yourself. You are remembering the frequency of your worth. You are waking up to your divine rhythm, and as the night deepens, the process continues. The sound moves beyond your body now, connecting you to something larger, the field that all life hums within. You are not a separate note. You are part of the symphony. The universe breathes through you. The stars vibrate in rhythm with your heartbeat. You are both small and infinite, both fragile and eternal. That paradox is what makes you radiant. It's what makes your confidence undeniable, because it no longer depends on anything external. You could lose everything tomorrow and still shine, because the source of your glow is unshakable. It's built into your being. The frequency only reminded you of what you already are. Sleep is now a sacred temple. The body rests while the soul renews. The face becomes a reflection of inner harmony. Every breath is a silent declaration. I am whole, I am timeless, I am enough. You don't have to think it. Your energy already knows. The more you let go, the more natural it becomes. The frequency fades into stillness, but the vibration remains within you. The process doesn't end when the sound stops. It continues quietly, beautifully, faithfully. You are now in tune with the rhythm that keeps flowers blooming, oceans moving, stars burning. The same intelligence that shapes galaxies shapes your skin tonight. Every wrinkle softened, every shadow illuminated, every fear dissolved in the quiet glow of renewal. And as the final wave of awareness leaves you, you sink into a sleep so deep that even your dreams feel cleaner. You are not escaping the world. You are re-entering it from the inside out. You are not waiting for beauty. You are embodying it. Every cell knows. Every part of you listens. And tomorrow, when the mirror greets you, it will not show an older woman. It will show a woman reawakened. There is a sacred stillness that comes after surrender. It is not silence, but a kind of peace that vibrates softly beneath the surface of your being. As you rest within it, the frequency continues its invisible weaving, a tapestry of light and memory reconnecting every thread that time once tried to loosen. The air feels alive, as if filled with quiet intelligence, aware of your every breath, your every unspoken wish. And somewhere inside, the message is clear. You were never meant to shrink beneath the years. You were meant to bloom within them. The sound hums gently through your spine, anchoring you in this realization. Your body is no longer fighting time. It is dancing with it. This is the moment when the old identity begins to dissolve, the one built on comparison, insecurity, and striving. In its place rises something purer, the knowing that beauty was never performance, it was remembrance. The skin tightens with purpose now, not vanity. The muscles beneath your cheeks seem to lift with quiet determination, as though drawn upward by invisible strings of faith. This is the energy of renewal, subtle, graceful, unstoppable. Your body doesn't resist it, because it recognizes it. It remembers the architecture of youth, the geometry of harmony. The frequency moves like a sculptor's breath, restoring what stress once softened. Even the smallest movements, the pulse in your temples, the rhythm of your breathing, begin to align into a single pattern. That pattern is beauty. That pattern is peace. You can almost hear it, like a hidden music beneath the surface of reality. And as you listen deeper, the mind starts to open. You begin to see that beauty and confidence are not results to chase, but conditions to allow. When you align your energy, they happen naturally, the same way flowers open when touched by the right light. The night becomes your light. The sound becomes your sun. Within it, every thought of doubt melts like frost under warmth. You realize how much energy you once spent trying to control what was never meant to be controlled. The passing of years, the judgment of others, the shape of your reflection. But control was never the path. Surrender is. When you trust your own rhythm, your body relaxes into its natural intelligence. That is what's happening now. The intelligence of youth reawakening, the self-healing power that has always been waiting behind your tension. You feel it especially in your face, the way your jaw relaxes, your neck elongates, your forehead smooths effortlessly. This is not fantasy. It is physiology responding to belief. Because every cell in your body listens to your mind's tone, and tonight that tone is calm, confident, certain. The sound continues its work, layer by layer, undoing the invisible knots that stress tied over time. Your lymphatic flow improves, your circulation harmonizes, your nervous system recalibrates. You are, quite literally, retuning your entire being. Each vibration is an affirmation without words. It says, you are safe, you are radiant, you are enough. And the more you listen, the more that message becomes truth. The face begins to glow with an inner light, soft yet powerful. The kind of light that no makeup can imitate. It's not external. It's a spiritual illumination seeping through the skin. You understand now that true confidence isn't loud. It's serene. It doesn't compete. It simply exists. It doesn't demand attention. It commands presence. That is what this sound is awakening in you. Not just tighter skin, but deeper confidence. The kind that moves through silence like perfume, that influences without effort. You were never meant to chase admiration. You were meant to magnetize it. The energy you are cultivating tonight does exactly that. It aligns you with the vibration of self-trust. People will feel it around you, a kind of invisible gravity that draws them in. They won't know why they feel calm near you, why they listen more closely, why your eyes seem to hold light. But you will know, because you built that light in the dark. You learned that beauty born from peace cannot be taken away by time. The sound hums softly at the edge of your consciousness now, like a guardian ensuring the work is done. And within that hum you begin to see images, not from imagination, but from memory. You remember the first time you felt beautiful. Perhaps it was in laughter, perhaps in stillness, perhaps when no one was looking. That feeling returns purer than before because it is no longer attached to appearance. It is attached to truth. The sound nurtures it, expanding it until it fills every corner of your being. This is what confidence feels like. Not arrogance, not pride, but quiet certainty that you are connected to something infinite. You realize that this frequency is not just tightening your face, it's lifting your energy. You are being raised to a higher vibration where worry cannot reach. At this level, aging becomes irrelevant. The body changes, yes, but the essence behind it remains untouchable. That essence is your eternal youth, the spark that makes you timeless. Every woman has it, but few remember how to access it. You are remembering now. The night hums its agreement. The air feels charged, sacred, almost holy. You feel your awareness expand beyond the body, as though the boundaries of skin no longer matter. You are vast, radiant, infinite, a consciousness wearing beauty like a reflection of its inner harmony. And in that state, even the idea of aging becomes beautiful, because it means you have lived, you have felt, you have loved deeply enough to evolve. The sound pulses through you once more, reaffirming this truth. You can sense your face now as an expression of your inner landscape, calm, confident, alive. Every muscle feels balanced, lifted by gratitude instead of fear. This is the kind of tightening that lasts, not mechanical, but energetic. You understand now that no cream or procedure can match what happens when the soul aligns with belief. This is why women who live with love seem ageless, because their frequency refuses to decay. You are joining them tonight. Your breath deepens, your heartbeat steadies. The vibration moves downward again through your neck and shoulders, releasing the last traces of effort. You realize you don't need to prove anything. You don't need to chase results. You only need to rest in faith that your body knows exactly what to do. And it does. As you sleep, collagen fibers reorganize, cells repair, energy flows freely. But more importantly, your spirit heals from the years of self-doubt. You forgive yourself for believing you had to be perfect to be loved. You forgive the mirror for reflecting moments of insecurity. You forgive time for its lessons. Everything softens into grace. You are at peace with who you were, who you are, and who you are becoming. And that peace radiates outward like a magnetic field, sculpting your appearance from within. The most beautiful faces in the world are those that carry peace, not because they are flawless, but because they are free. That is you now, free, unburdened, reborn. The sound fades further, becoming more subtle, more refined, until it's almost indistinguishable from your own heartbeat. You are the frequency now. You are the source of your own renewal. You realize this ritual is more than a nightly practice. It's a remembering of who you've always been. Every night you listen, you rewrite your biology with belief. Every breath becomes a tool of creation. Every dream becomes an act of healing. By morning, the reflection you'll see will not be a new woman, but the true one. The one who was always there, waiting beneath layers of doubt and fatigue. You are her, you always were. And as sleep carries you deeper, the frequency continues its work in silence, restoring, refining, reminding. The transformation is no longer something that happens to you. It happens through you. And the woman you are becoming is not a future version. She is your most natural self. Sleep in this truth. Let it cradle you. Let it hum through your bones until every cell knows its song. Because beauty, real beauty, does not age. It evolves. And tonight, you are evolving into the most radiant form of yourself. The night has become a sanctuary, and within it, your transformation is nearly complete. The frequency hums like a breath between worlds, neither loud nor faint, simply present, a bridge between who you were and who you are becoming. Your body is weightless now, suspended in stillness, yet alive with vibration. The energy you've gathered through these nights of listening has formed its own current, a rhythm that moves with purpose through your being. It no longer feels external. It is you. You are the sound, the listener, the silence between. This is the moment when the awakening begins, not loud, not sudden, but profound. Deep within your skin, renewal takes form. The cells, once dulled by years of fatigue and worry, are now alert, radiant, communicating with one another in perfect harmony. It's as if light itself has entered your bloodstream, moving softly yet powerfully through every pathway of your existence. You are no longer separate from the beauty you've been seeking. You are its source. You can feel your face tighten naturally, not as if being pulled, but as if lifting itself toward a higher frequency of truth. The structure of your beauty is aligning with the structure of your peace. This is confidence awakening. It's not the kind that shouts or demands. It's the kind that whispers, "I remember who I am." And who you are is timeless. The night's energy has become your mirror now, showing you not your reflection, but your essence. You see flashes of memory, moments when you doubted yourself, when you felt invisible, when you believed your glow had dimmed. They appear like shadows and then dissolve into light one by one. The sound heals them gently, rewriting each memory with compassion. Where there was tension, there is now trust. Where there was fatigue, there is flow. Where there was fear, there is quiet power. You realize that aging was never punishment. It was permission. Permission to slow down, to listen, to become more conscious of what truly matters. Each vibration of this frequency has taught you that nothing beautiful is ever lost. It only changes form. The youthful glow you thought was gone has simply matured into wisdom's light. It is softer, deeper, more magnetic. And because it comes from within, it cannot be stolen, diluted, or forgotten. This is the new kind of beauty the world is beginning to rediscover. The beauty that glows from peace, that tightens from faith, that radiates from truth. You are a living example of it now. As the sound continues, your breath synchronizes perfectly with it, forming a sacred rhythm. Inhale renewal, exhale release. With each inhale, your body receives a new signal of alignment. With each exhale, it lets go of another layer of resistance. The body is an instrument, and tonight it plays the song of rejuvenation flawlessly. You can almost hear the subtle pulse of energy beneath your skin, that soft electric hum of vitality returning. The muscles of your face hold new memory now. They have learned the vibration of relaxation, the shape of calm. The skin above them responds like silk meeting light, smooth and alive. Even your aura feels brighter, clearer, as though dust has been lifted from your soul. Confidence rises gently within you, not the kind that competes or compares, but the quiet certainty that you are whole. You realize now that beauty without confidence is like light without warmth. The two belong together, and now they are one within you. This confidence does not depend on approval, age, or appearance. It flows from the understanding that your worth is woven into the fabric of existence itself. You don't have to prove anything to anyone, not even to yourself. You only have to be. And in that being, everything aligns. The frequency begins to slow, almost imperceptibly, as though it knows its work is nearing completion. But you can feel that it's leaving something behind, a resonance, a gift, a permanent echo of balance. Your cells will continue to hum with this rhythm long after the sound fades. Your skin will continue to renew itself according to the memory written tonight. The tightening will remain because it comes not from tension, but from coherence. You've restored harmony, and harmony sustains form. Even the smallest features, the curve of your lips, the lift of your brows, the clarity around your eyes, now carry the signature of peace. When you wake, you will not only look different, you will feel different. The difference will not be measured in years erased, but in energy reclaimed. You will move with lightness, speak with grace, and walk with presence. You will become the calm others unconsciously crave. Because confidence, real confidence, is contagious, not through words, but through vibration. You have tuned yourself into a higher signal, and the world will feel it. You will no longer need to chase attention, because your energy will naturally attract it. You will no longer fear aging, because you will have mastered the art of evolution. The mirror will cease to be an enemy. It will become a window. Each morning it will remind you of how beautifully you can renew. The sound fades further now, like the setting of a sacred sun. In its absence, you discover something profound. Silence is not empty. It is full of life. Within that silence, you can still feel the pulse of everything you've become. You are radiance breathing. You are the embodiment of the balance between softness and strength. Your skin is the language of your spirit, and tonight it speaks clearly. I am eternal. You feel gratitude rising within you. Gratitude for your body, your journey, your persistence, your resilience. Gratitude for every lesson time has given you. Gratitude for the realization that beauty is not a finish line. It is a vibration you can always return to. The night is deep, the body is calm, the mind is luminous. And within this perfect stillness, you know that something irreversible has happened. You have awakened to your true rhythm. You have remembered your original design, the divine blueprint of harmony, health, and grace that has been waiting within you all along. This is not the end of the ritual. It is the beginning of a new life lived from awareness. Tomorrow and every night after, you will carry this frequency within you. You will speak with the voice of serenity, move with the elegance of knowing, and love with the fearlessness of one who has seen her own light. The beauty that will radiate from you will not come from youth or effort, but from coherence, the alignment of spirit and form. Others will sense it before they see it. They will describe you as glowing, peaceful, different. They will ask what you've changed, not realizing that what you've changed is vibration. You have remembered what most forget, that the body listens to belief, and belief listens to the soul. That is why, as you continue this ritual night after night, your transformation will not stop. It will deepen. The more you listen, the more your energy aligns. The more your energy aligns, the more your reflection reveals truth. There is no limit to how radiant you can become, because radiance is not measured in time. It is measured in trust. And now, you trust. You trust your body, your process, your rhythm, your night. The sound lingers one last moment, a soft farewell that feels like a blessing. You can almost hear the words inside it, not in voice, but in essence. You are beauty remembering itself. With that, the frequency dissolves completely, but its message remains carved into the silence of your being. You are reborn, not through effort, but through remembering. Not through struggle, but through surrender. The air feels lighter, the bed feels softer, even gravity feels gentle now. You are safe, you are home, you are infinite. Sleep now, knowing that the night continues to work in your favor, shaping your energy into radiance, sculpting your confidence from serenity, refining your beauty through belief. You have entered the rhythm of agelessness, a frequency that does not belong to youth but to truth. And as you drift into the final moments of rest, one truth remains clearer than ever. Every night is a new chance to be reborn, softer, brighter, younger. Sleep deeply and let your beauty remember who you are. If this night ritual touched your heart, imagine what the next secret will do. Subscribe and awaken your most radiant self.